Sup Peeps, Raw May 1st, 2023. The best results next. Alright, before we get into anything, the suspense is over. The Usos are joining Roman Reigns to be drafted to SmackDown. Alright, anyways. Okay, now we can move on. So basically, it started, they did a few draft picks, and then after that, Paul Heyman came out there and was talking. He was basically talking Paul Heyman, if that makes any kind of sense. So then after that, after a few minutes, then Seth Rollins interrupts, and then Seth Rollins starts threatening to beat down on Paul Heyman, and then out came Solo, and then well, actually prior to that, I'm getting ahead. Paul Heyman, he was like on the phone, like turned to himself for a second, and then he came back, and then that's when Solo came out there, and he was like, "Okay, all strings are being pulled. That when by the time we come back from commercial break, Solo versus Seth Rollins will be official." And Seth Rollins, he said, "Well, why make the fans wait till we come back to commercial break? Let's make it official now. I'm ready." And yeah, Seth Rollins, that was the thing. Seth Rollins, he basically made it official without officials. And then after that, you know how they show like an earlier today? Well, Cody Rhodes was walking out there, and then Adam Pearce stopped him, and he was like, "Please just don't make things spiral out of control. Please don't." And then Cody Rhodes, he kind of just smiled and walked off. Now, I don't know what that smile means. We'll get back to that. But anyway, um, yeah, guys, so you get the idea. Then they were trying to do the third round of draft picks, and then it got interrupted by Brock Lesnar. They didn't even get a chance to do the third draft picks. And then he was out there, and then security came running down, and then the lights went out. I said, "Oh boy," because when the lights go out, you already know it's Cody Rhodes. Not go out, but when they dim down, you already know it's Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, like you heard his music, and it's like, "Where's Cody Rhodes?" He came from behind and flattened Brock Lesnar for a hot second, but he stood right back up, and the security held him back from getting to Brock Lesnar, and yeah, it went to commercial, and yeah, that's that. Then it was Riddle versus Jimmy Uso in a standard everyday match. And then in the middle of the match, Jimmy tried to cheat and take off the turnbuckle. This is all while the referee's back was turned. Of course, right? He tried to cheat and take off the turnbuckle, and then Kevin Owens ran up and it busted Jimmy's head into the turnbuckle, and then Riddle hit his signature move and got the win. A pretty simple, pretty quick, and it's okay, pretty fair. Then Paul Heyman and Solo were in the back, and then Jay ran back there, and then basically, um, Paul Heyman was like, "Oh, what is it?" And Jay was like, "I just want to know why Solo was not in the corner of the ring tonight." And then Paul Heyman again starts speaking in Paul Heyman language. "Oh, no, 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 no. Let's let Solo focus on Seth Rollins tonight." Blah blah blah. But it's probably it's got to be something going on there with this whole bloodline thing. It's almost like, is there another something going on? But yeah, they always have to leave you with a conversation piece because they know that that's their money makers. People are gonna talk about it the next morning. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Next is Seth Rollins versus Solo. Um, this was okay. It was a lot of running around in the beginning, and like, and then until like the real match started, and then the match got interrupted. Like, this has to stop. The Usos came running in there and disqualified the match. Of course, they love doing that. Like the Usos, like they love running down the ramp and running in there. Like, It's just like at this point, it's just attached to the Usos to run in the middle of matches. But anyway, um, pretty much that's pretty much it. But it had to end that way because Seth Rollins versus Solo is not real. Seth Rollins versus Solo is not something that it has it has no relevance to the storyline at all. Seth Rollins has nothing to do with the bloodline right now. So really it's almost like just kind of like a filler cuz then after the Usos ran in there and disqualified the match, then the trio came. And you know what I mean by the trio? Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and Riddle all ran in there, and then it winded up being a big brawl again. Let me tell you this. This was copied to a T. Like literally, like this and like everything that we talked about. If you go back and look, it is straight up copied. Like, I promise you, it is straight up copied from April 17th, 2023, Monday Night Raw. The ring filled with superstars at the end. Um, the Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes security situation. Like, it is so many things that are, like, copied to where it's not even funny. Like it's the same exact episode of Raw. Go watch that. It should pop up in the corner right now if it hasn't popped up already. And then now that you watch this, you can go check that out. It's the same. It's the same. There are differences, but it's the same. But yeah, that's pretty much that. That's pretty much Raw, guys. That's it for this video. Peace out, peeps. P.S. They were able to do the third round of the draft I was talking about when it came back from commercial break. They did with the Cody Rhodes thing. I forgot to mention that. But yeah, guys. As I said before, that's it for this video. Peace out, peeps. Gotta do it again.